You clicked on this video because despite being sued, Ryan Garcia has continued to troll Devin the Dream Haney on social media. Find out what he said in this video. Let's pull it up. So Ryan took to his social media and he says, I have had this left hook since I started boxing. Never needed anything to enhance it. This is ridiculous. So he's clearly weighing in on the new lawsuit. He's basically saying that he's always had, I mean, it says it right there. You guys see it. But basically, I've had this left hook since the beginning. So it ain't nothing new. He goes on to say, if Devin Haney needs money this bad, like bad enough to sue him, if Devin Haney needs money this bad, I got a sponsorship for him. It's a new kind of tampon. Wow. You guys see that? If Devin Haney needs money this bad, I got a sponsorship for him. It's a new kind of tampon made specifically for men. So Ryan Garcia, he's pretty much saying the same stuff. He also goes in on Eddie Hearn. He says Eddie Hearn is a hypocrite. His fighter Conor Ben tested positive for a banned substance, and Eddie Hearn tried to make the fight still happen. My fight, no one knew about anything in my system until weeks after my fight. This is some clown-ish by Eddie Hearn. So Ryan definitely has a point right there. Ryan's Osterine test was not known about immediately. In fact, I remember distinctly because Canelo does the Cinco de Mayo fights, and he was getting ready to fight against Jaime Munguia, and it was, the news broke pretty much right before the Canelo Jaime Munguia. And then if you remember at the weigh-ins, because it was still fresh news, Ryan Garcia went to support Canelo Alvarez, and he was at the weigh-in answering all the questions about PEDs and what does he feel and that kind of stuff. So Ryan is correct there. Eddie Hearn definitely caped for really Dillian White. Same thing. Dillian White tested positive before the fight with Oscar Rivas. People don't remember that. And he knew it and he was notified of it. Oscar Rivas was never notified of it, and they allowed the fight to continue, and then Dillian White ended up winning. There was no lawsuit then. So Ryan is definitely cooking with his comparison to Conor Ben. Now, back to Devin Haney. I'm going to make a full video about the lawsuit. I need some time because it's a lot to unpack. So I'm going to have to do an unpacked. If you guys want to unpack, just type unpacked in the comment section. Enough of you people in the comment section put unpacked. I'll know what to do, and I'll make the complete breakdown because I have obtained a copy, BOXINGEGO, best in the business, and it's not even close. I've obtained a copy of the lawsuit, so I know what it says. I've went over it, and I'll break down the lawsuit from my perspective. Now, as far as the lawsuit, I will be honest, this hurts Devin Haney's stock, and I'll probably make a video about that, explaining more in detail. All in all, Devin's a fighter, Ryan's a fighter. You fought. Ryan's being suspended for, testing the Osterine or whatever. And now you're trying to set precedents by suing him, which it seems like a rematch would be an easier resolve to kind of get it back in blood. But they've chosen what they've chosen. And as a result, we have to see this thing play out. I can't wait. A lot of the Haneyacks, they're saying stupid stuff per usual. Like, oh, man, this is a good idea, Ego. You're just hating. What reason on God's green earth would I have to hate on a lawsuit that doesn't include me and has nothing to do with me? Like, if Ryan gets it dismissed or if he wins, if Devin wins, what the that got to do with me? Again, the Haneyacks, they don't think. They like to bump gums. They don't think before they talk. I'm a YouTuber. I'm here to cover the latest and greatest. And I've worked my way up, gave you content for years. So I'm giving you my perspective on this matter. Devin's brand, it's not even just a lawsuit, people. See, when I think big picture. A lot of people are like, they're looking at the small picture. Your boy Ego tends to think of the big picture, right? Big picture, since April 20th, it's been all downhill for Devin Haney. So many little things have happened that further dug a hole, if you will, for the perception of Devin Haney. So April 20th, that goes what I was saying. You got scraped, mollywopped by Ryan Garcia. You can blame it on Osterring, but it doesn't change the pictures, the highlight reels, the imagery that's in the fans' mind. Even if you got it overturned and it's a no contest, no decision now, the fight happened. What played out, played out. The fight happened. You got to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. You got to come on, hustle man with the kazoo, right? You got to pick up the pieces. And that's just what it is. So the fight happened. That was bad. Tank ran up on you in Las Vegas where he was just with one person and he ran up on your whole entourage like, I'm on your side. And he was like, come out the club. Like, you know what I mean? So that wasn't a good look. Tank's like having fun and like roasting Devin Haney on social media. That happened. Devin posted the day Ryan got the fight overturned and got suspended. Devin posted a celebration video at the bowling alley. I thought that was a bad look. Like, even if you're happy, to post a video just looks kind of, I don't know, kind of lame, kind of corny, if that makes sense. You're at a bowling alley celebrating somebody's conviction, like he murdered someone you know or something. I don't know. I just felt that was kind of weird. Like, to each his own, though. Then you get in a fight at the OC County Fair. It just, things haven't played out. He went to the Crawford-Madrimov fight, and he was walking out. The crowd was booing him. It hasn't been good. The OC County Fair. Now you're suing, and people have their own ideas about that. Again, I have the full breakdown if you guys put unpack to the comment section. And I feel like Devin Haney, his team truly knows they dropped the ball and made a lot of mistakes in this Ryan fight, and even entering the fight and continuing to accept the fight when Ryan came overweight. And now they're trying to, this is what people do. People are oftentimes, I always say this, reactive as opposed to proactive. The better thing in this world is to be proactive. Before, like, if your house, before it gets completely filthy and you're a hoarder with cockroaches and stuff, before it gets to that point, clean your house. That's the best thing to do. Unfortunately, boxers have egos, no pun intended, and it is what it is. So it takes for a loss or bad circumstance or happenstance, and then now they want to make corrective measures and, you know, things like that. The fact is, when Ryan proved to be unprofessional by missing weight, your team should have had enough care and consideration for you to cancel the fight. At the very least, tax him heavily and like put him on a weight stipulation where you can't gain more than 10 pounds the morning of the fight, because we're not fighting no heavy 200-pound person or whatever you want to replenish to. They didn't do any of these things, people, and I complained about it. Now they're going through legal matters after claiming to be like from Oakland and, you know, 50-0 in the streets, and now you resort to this, and then Ryan continues to troll you. So that's the reality of it. They're trying to make up for lost ground, but instead of doing that, you should have just made better decisions as a team to not pursue Ryan when he was clowning around, not take the fight. I mean, there's so many things. I've already covered it, and I told you what was going to happen in this Haney Garcia fight. Y'all said I was wrong, but Ego Stradamus striked again.